Is this thing on?
1, 2.
I said, is this thing on? All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Time to get up, get your coffee, get your tea, get your Bible. We're going to start this week out right. Listen, the Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. Maharold Peoples Jr. We've come to inspire. Come to take you higher. Set your mind on fire. So you can call the devil a liar. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. It's Maharold Peoples Jr. Maharold Peoples Jr. That's right. All right, shake yourself off. Get ready for a fantastic week.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
Yeah. Make you bob your head, right?
Yeah.
SELAH.
I know you're feeling this. Good morning, everybody. This is your boy, Maharold Peoples Jr., and you are listening and watching SELAH, the Maharold Peoples Jr. Morning Show. Amen. With my sidekick, Dr. Lady Raine. Good morning, Dr. Lady Raine. How you be this fine Monday morning?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing?
That's right. You get them fingers ready, y'all. We want y'all to talk to us this morning. You know, we've been trying to get y'all. Some of y'all been chatting it up with us, and some of y'all just been spectating. We want y'all to join us and talk to us and tell us what you think this morning. How was y'all's weekend? Did y'all have a great weekend? Did you have a restful weekend? Let us know in the comments how your weekend was. Lady Raine, how was your weekend this weekend?
It was quiet. I
guess that's a good thing.
Yes, it is a good
thing. I don't believe you rested though. I don't believe you rested because you never rest.
I did.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. What did you guys do this weekend? I kind of just rested too because I had a busy week. So I just rested, did some things around the house I need to do for some upcoming things, but nothing taxing this weekend. It's been hot. Has it been hot where y'all at? I know, Lady Raine, I know it's been hotter than HE double hockey sticks hot out there in Arizona. In Texas,
super hot.
What's been the high temperature out there? Have y'all broke 100?
Oh, definitely. We always triple digits that's all we know is triple digits. Sun go down and it's triple digits. So
that's
yeah,
crazy. That's
triple
crazy.
Digits.
Yeah, my dad is in Texas and he's been like 104, 105. I've been like, yo, that's outside would never see me at those temperatures. I'd be stuck inside the house. How hot is it where y'all at? Tell me where y'all at. Wait, what city y'all in? Tell me how hot it's been. What's the hottest it's been in a given day in the last week? I think here in Virginia, Manassas, I think we hit about, I know at least like 92, 93. I'm not sure if it got more than that, but that was more than hot enough for me. So, oh my gosh. Tell me how hot it's been there for y'all. Listen, I did this about 2 weeks ago. I asked y'all to guess what tea I was drinking, Lady Raine.
Uh-huh.
I asked somebody to guess, and I would send them $10 in their Cash App. So only one person kind of got it, and I sent him $10 in his Cash App. But I'm gonna do it again this morning.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna ask y'all
why are you holding the side?
I don't want y'all to see the label.
But actually, purposely holding the side because that's what I was doing. I was looking like
you trying to cheat. See, look at you. Use that kid in school. Use that kid in school that was cheating, looking over somebody's shoulder.
No, I was looking for clues. When you ask a question, you can't answer a question without investigating. So you
You
got
guess.
to investigate. No, that's not truthfully answering the question.
You trying to be Sherlock Holmes.
People,
That's all.
listen, people ask questions for informational purposes. So I want to make sure that I'm informing them correctly. So I
Yeah,
look for
yeah, yeah.
clues.
Yeah. You trying to cheat. You trying to see what's on. But you know what?
That ain't
I'll show
cheating. That's
I'm
being
gonna show
informative.
I'm gonna show you. Oh, you probably can't even see it. But you know what? It don't make a difference because the flavor is not even on the tag. It just says
Uh,
tea. It just says tea. So if y'all can guess during the course of the show what flavor tea I'm drinking, I guarantee you nobody will guess this one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna double it. I gave $10. I said, if you guess today what tea I'm drinking today. Now I got lemon in it. I always put lemon juice in my tea all the time.
so
I never
lemon
drink.
don't count.
No, you can't say lemon tea. I always put lemon in my teas. Always got, no matter what flavor tea I got, I always got lemon in it because I like lemon in all my teas. But I'm gonna ask you again. I'm gonna give you $20. I gave $10 last time, but I'll put $20 in your cash app. And if you can guess what flavor tea I'm drinking. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Your sign and say good morning. Do we have anybody at least saying good morning to us this morning? Somebody say hi. Tell us you glad.
Yeah, we got Danita. Good morning, Danita.
Hey, Miss Anderson.
I see Shayna is on.
Take a shot now.
That's all. I see 6 people, but you guys got to say good morning. Say good morning
Say
so
good
that we
morning.
know you in.
I
Kyle
know it's early.
Jackson is watching.
I know it's early. Is Kyle? You say, hey, what's up, Kyle?
Yep.
What's up, buddy? I know you guys. I know it's early in the morning. People been saying, I want to watch your show, but it's so early. Lady Raine, if they
Yes.
can't catch the show live, where can they see the show at?
They can always go to our YouTube channel, and you can always watch after the live and just watch it. Just hit play
On the
and it
page.
plays. Yeah.
On the page.
Yep.
So, but we want to talk to you guys. So we want to hear your responses because we be having fun. We be having a good time. And some of you guys, even when we talking serious, you guys have some great insight and when we start with these discussions. And so it's awesome when you guys chime in, and we're excited about that. Lady Raine, I know one of the things that's been on my mind for the last couple of days is the fires in Maui.
Oh, yeah.
Nadia and I, we've been to Maui several times, and it's just a beautiful place. It's such a beautiful place to relax and vacate. The food is good. The people are good. We had such a great time, and I think the last time we went was probably about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. No, about 4 years ago.
Right.
So it breaks my heart to see, those of you who don't know, there's fires in Maui,
Yeah.
wildfires. And what happened was there was a storm about, I believe, like 500 miles away from Maui, a hurricane or something. But the winds carried wildfires. Some wildfires were set on the island, and the winds from that storm that was 500 miles away, the Maui was affected by those winds, and it has devastated Maui, and the death toll is going up and up and up. So we want to remember to pray for the people of Maui. Pray for those that some people have lost their businesses. There was a place we went there too called La Hyena, and that was a place like a shopping village and everything. And a lot of vendors have lost their businesses. A lot of people have lost their homes and lost their family members. So we want to remember those individuals in our prayers. Let's remember people in Maui with the fires. Let's remember them in prayer. Also, Lady Raine.
Yeah.
Now, Lady Raine, I haven't seen you online with me. I'm wondering why. I started
Don't
my 4
wonder.
weeks. No, wait. I started 4 weeks of fitness.
Don't wonder.
And I invited you in 4 weeks of fitness.
Yeah, he forcing me. That's not an invite.
4 weeks of fitness. 4 weeks of fitness. And you have not chimed in.
Not
or
one
not
time.
yet. Now, those of you that don't know, it's called, I started a page. It's just private for those that participate, called Maharold's 4 weeks of fitness. Last week was first week. We got through the first week. Excellent. Matter of fact, I didn't weigh in. I'm going to weigh in a little bit. I got to go weigh in. But we're doing 4 weeks of fitness where we're just supporting each other and just talking to each other about our fitness journey for the next month. We got goals. Some of us want to lose weight. Some of us just want to eat healthier. Some of us want to get our blood pressure down. Some people just want to get in the gym more, things like that. I know I want to lose some pounds. I'm going to weigh in. I'm hoping that I lost some weight. We set some goals and been sharing some anecdotal things and just being a support. And basically, I've done it because I want you guys to hold me accountable because I want to be better. And so I figure I'll bring some more folks who want to get better. Bring them on with me. And let's go on the journey together. So, Lady Raine, I expect you to be accepting that invitation. And I expect you to be making a change in your life. Oh, glory. Hallelujah. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you what change I did yesterday. Can I tell you the change I did yesterday?
What change you did yesterday?
I don't eat pork, but I had me some pork ribs yesterday.
So that's a health change. Okay, I get it.
I made a change.
Give me a moment. Let me absorb that. Let me absorb that. Okay. Got to start somewhere. So I start with the beef ribs, pork ribs. I start right there. How many of y'all on here has joined me? Have already joined me for this fitness journey? All right. Let me know. It's called Maharold's 4 Weeks of Fitness. If you want to join, just go in and I'll accept your invitation. And people just can't. And only people that can see what we post are people on the group. So if you feel like you want to post pictures, whatever you do, come on, join me. Maharold's 4 Weeks of Fitness. Also, my church, Mount Olive Baptist Church in Woodbridge, Virginia, we are having a workshop, a music workshop featuring an incredible, iconic songwriter, one of the greatest songwriters of our day, David Frazier. He will be coming and with us for a couple of days and sharing his music and sharing some insight. And you do not want to miss this workshop. It's the choir rehearses on the 28th and the 29th with David, and the 30th is the all-day workshop, and it will culminate in a concert on that Saturday evening. And so we got a little snippet here, and then we're going to show this, and then we're going to go into our change moment. Check this out.
Hey everybody, my name is David Frazier, and I am so excited to be a part of the Back in the House music workshop that's coming to Woodbridge, Virginia. Yep, I'm coming right there. I will be there September 28th, September 29th, and September 30th at the Mount Olive Baptist Church, 13111 Minneville Road, right there in Woodbridge, Virginia, with Pastor Clyde Ellis and Director of Worship, my friend Maharold Peoples. Listen, if you want to learn how to do music ministry at a higher level, if you want to learn how to write songs, if you'd like to be a part of a great workshop choir, I'm going to be there teaching some of the songs that I've been blessed to write. Songs like I Need You to Survive, Power Belongs to God, Second Chance, God is Doing Something Wonderful in Me, Release, all of the songs that I've been blessed to write. I'm going to be there teaching those songs, working with choirs, working with musicians, working with choir directors and directors of worship. You don't want to miss this event. Register today. Register right now at Eventbrite for the Back in the House Music Workshop 2023, September 28th through the 30th at the Mount Olive Baptist Church right there on Minneville Road in Woodbridge, Virginia. I'll be there. You need to register today, be a part, and you're going to be blessed because God is doing something wonderful in you. I believe that.
All right, thanks, Dave, for that. Listen, now we're going to have our change moment, and we don't want you to go anywhere because we've got something we're going to discuss when we definitely want you. Wait, did anybody say good morning to us? Because, come on, y'all on here, at least say good morning, say hi. Dr. Lady Raine, anybody else say hi to us this morning? Don't be quiet. It's morning. Wake it up, stretch it up. Oh, wake it up, wake it up, wake it up. Anybody saying good morning to us, Dr. Lady Raine? Anybody there? Say hi. Y'all say hi. Y'all say hi to me. I'm gonna go to my change moment and we're gonna see who's saying hi. Listen, today's change moment, the topic or the thought is somebody dropped me. Somebody dropped me. I don't know if you've ever been dropped by someone. And what I mean by dropped, I mean somebody who was supposed to have you. somebody who was supposed to hold you and keep you up, and for some reason they dropped you, and that drop had caused you great injury. I'm reminded of a story in 2 Samuel, in verse 4, chapter 4, verse 4 says this. It says, Jonathan, son of Saul, had a son who was lame in both feet. He was 5 years old when the news about Saul and Jonathan came from Jezreel. His nurse picked him up and fled, but as she hurried to leave, he fell and became crippled. His name was Mephibosheth. Let me say that quick. Now, this story is about a man named Mephibosheth. When he was a child, he was the grandson of King Saul and the son of Jonathan, Saul's son. And the Bible says that all of Saul's sons were killed on the battlefield, and Saul was wounded on the battlefield. King Saul was wounded on the battlefield, and instead of being taken by the enemy, he took his own life, killed his own. He fell on his own sword. His servant did the same thing. So word got back to Saul's and Jonathan's home that Saul was dead, Jonathan was dead, all the sons were dead, everybody was dead. And so Jonathan's son, Mephibosheth, Saul's grandson, his nurse grabbed him up, grabbed all the things she could do, all the things she can grab, and she running out of the house because she realized they're coming and they're probably going to take this child's life. So she's trying to save this child, but with all the stuff that she was doing, she tripped and fell. And the way she fell broke both his feet. And because they were fugitives, he never got proper medical care. And so when his feet began to heal, they healed in a way that caused him to be crippled. So understand that, roll back a little bit, King Saul was jealous of David. David, little shepherd boy, he was jealous of David because David was prophesied to be the next king of Israel. And Saul had tried several times to kill David. And so now Saul is dead. It's known that Saul tried to kill David. Now, Jonathan's son is now, scroll ahead, is now a grown man. But the history is known that Saul tried to kill David. All right. So in other words, Mephibosheth knows that now David is king. David is king in place of King Saul. And now Mephibosheth knows that my granddaddy tried to kill the king. So he's probably going to be looking for me to kill me. But that's not how David was. David loved Jonathan, Saul's son. And so David, as king years later, Mephibosheth is older now. David said, is there anybody I can bless in the house of Saul for Jonathan's sake? Because I love Jonathan so much. Even though his father hated me, I love Jonathan so much. And somebody said there's a boy named Mephibosheth that's down in Lodabar. Lodabar is called a place of no communication. David said, go get him and bring him here. And so when they brought Mephibosheth there, Mephibosheth is crippled. They bring Mephibosheth and they sit him at the table, and he's shivering, he's shaking. He knows he's going to die because he thinks, oh my God, my grandfather tried to kill David so many times. He's going to take my life. And he's sitting there crippled. He's crippled because somebody dropped him. So he is helpless because somebody dropped. How many of y'all are there right now? How many of y'all are hurting because somebody dropped you? How many of y'all are in pain because somebody dropped you? How many of y'all are depressed because somebody dropped you? It wasn't that they were mean, or it may not have been because they don't love you. It might be they loved you and they love you, but they're human hands. And human hands will always fail you sooner or later. And so I'm talking to people who have been dropped. Somebody dropped me somewhere along the line and injured me and wounded me. But look, David brings this wounded young man to the table, brings him from Lodabar, the place of no communication, brings him into the king's palace, sits him at the table. And he says, listen, I'm going to restore to you everything that your father had. I'm going to restore to you land and servants. And he said, you'll always have a seat at my table. And that's what God is saying to us, that no matter how many times you get dropped, God is saying, listen, only person you can depend on is me. You'll always have a seat on at my table. I don't care how wounded you are. I don't care how hurt you are. I don't care how broken you are. I don't care how shattered you are. God is saying, come, sit at my table. There will always be bread at my table. There will always be provision at my table. So I'm talking to y'all this morning. If you've been dropped, if you've been mangled and left on the side of the road, hurt and wounded by a relationship, wounded by a person, hurt and broken by your children, by a spouse, whatever it is that you have gone through, I want you to know that God still has a table. Now, if you looked under the table at Mephibosheth, when you look above the table, Lady Raine, you look above the table, Mephibosheth looked just like everybody else. But when you look under the table, you saw that his feet were broken. You saw that he was a handicap, that he was wounded, that he was handicapped. And we're all like that. We all look good in front of people. We all look like we're doing well. But if you look under the table, you see our wounds. You look under the table, you see our handicaps. You look on the table, you see that we suffer from this, we suffer from that. We're depressed, we're down, we're hurt, we're broken. But God says, I've got a seat for you at the table. I will provide for you. I will bless you. You have a right to sit at the table. Let me leave you with that right there, like Dr. Lady Raine. You have a right to sit at God's table, not because of anything you've done, but because of who he is. He is a God of provision. He is a God of love. He is a God of grace and a God of mercy. And he says, I don't care if somebody has dropped you. Come, sit at my table. I hope this change moment has spoke to someone today. Know that you're worthy to sit at the table. Listen, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to be back. But we're going to hear from one of our sponsors, Harlem Boy Collection. And we'll be back to Selah, the Maharold Peoples Jr. Morning Show.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Maharold Peoples Jr., aka MP2, and I want you to go to HarlemBoyCollection.com. That's HarlemBoyCollection.com, because Harlem Boy has just released the MP2 60th year special edition basketball shoe in commemoration of my 60th birthday. Yeah, your boy is 60 years young and still rocking God's music. Help me celebrate today by ordering my new MP2 special edition 60th year celebration basketball shoe. We have it in men and women's sizes. Come on, y'all. HarlemBoyCollection.com. Visit today and get your signature MP2 special 60th year edition basketball shoe today.
Hey guys, as you can see, it is time for What's Blinging. Yeah, we need to know what is blinging. You know, Maharold, let me tell you something. And folks, don't y'all judge me, but all week long, I've been hearing people talk about this chair. And every time they talk about the chair, I'm asking, well, what happened with this chair? Like, please tell me. And listen, people think that I'm being facetious or I don't know what's going on. Man, I ain't got time to be on Facebook scrolling, you know. So, Maharold, what's going on with this chair?
Well, I know y'all heard about the white. How many of y'all heard about the white chair? Now, listen, I didn't correlate the white chair. Because, see, let me tell you, I have to admit, I had read about the story when it happened. But then I started seeing all these memes and jokes about the white chair. And I was like, so I asked her, I said, what is this white chair about? And she was like, didn't you see the video in Alabama? I said, yeah, I saw the video. There was a man swinging a white chair. So, you know, what it was, in a nutshell, what it was is that there was at a dock in Montgomery, there was a a boat that was parked in a wrong spot. A co-captain of that dock got off. I believe, I don't know if he was actually on the ship and got off, but he came to this ship where these Caucasian people were, and told them, "You're parking in the wrong spot." It was a spot that was designated for one of the city's ships, and he told them, "You're going to have to move." And so from there, they were like, "We ain't moving," and it just went south, and they started swinging on the brother. Now the brother was there by himself at first, and I don't know if you had any images of that lady Raine up there, but he was there by himself, and they accosted the brother. He's there doing his job, and they accosted the brother. I don't know if you saw when he took his hat and he threw his hat up in the air. He took his hat. He's like, when the guy came, he threw his hat in the air. He was like, "Yeah, it's on now." I mean, it went south. So the white chair came into play because all of a sudden there were other African American bystanders who saw that these white people were attacking this black man, and it became a melee. It became an all-out war. That's why I call this section, you said, what's blinging, but I also called it white chair talk, because apparently one of the brothers got a chair and started swinging. And let me say, Dr. Lady Raine, let me tell you, I see you got it up. Let me tell you, it went out to all out war. And let me tell you, where I grew up in the Bronx, whatever was handy is what you used in a fight. So if you had a garbage can, if you had a pipe, a stick, and you had to defend yourself, whatever you had in hand, if there was something was going down, it was no rules. There's no rules in a fight like this. And so apparently, I saw one guy swimming. He was swimming. He was apparently somewhere else, and he saw what was going on. I don't know if he was on a boat or something, because you see him swimming in the dock, and he's like yelling, "I'm coming!" He's like yelling, "Come!" And by the time it just got out of hand. Women were involved, men were involved, and it was basically white against black. And so that white chair came in, because now I read also that the guy who had the white chair, they were looking for him. They arrested the white people that started the fight, but they asked him to turn himself in because they couldn't identify who it was, and he turned himself in, and they are levying charges against him. Now he wasn't in the initial, but I guess he got involved in it or whatever, and they are charging, I don't know if it's misdemeanor assault or something like that, but they're charging him. So what do y'all think about the situation? What do y'all, and be honest, be candid. I mean, while y'all putting your comments, I'm gonna tell you, like I was telling Lady Raine earlier, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I don't mean this out of malice or hate, but talking to my white brothers and sisters, you have to understand that inside of us, in our DNA, I really believe is coded centuries of anger and resentment, and we're in a stage in our society, my white brothers and sisters, that we do not tolerate stuff like this. When you put our hands on us, it's almost like all the centuries from our slave ancestry, though, people that were put on the boats, all that on our DNA just comes out, and that anger comes out because we're like, no, you're not going to do this. You built the country on our backs, and you built this, and it's still inequitable. We're still not treated fairly. We don't get the proper votes we need in government. We got to fight for everything that we get. And then you're going to turn around and feel like you can hit us, you could touch us without any kind of repercussions. We're not gonna have it. We are just not going to take it. And so when these things happen, and people say, well, they went overboard, they did no. If I was in that same situation, I would love to think that I would try to bring peace. But when somebody's swinging at you, and it's because of the color of your skin, because they feel like you're going to react like a human being. You're not going to react, quote unquote, like a Christian. You're going to react like a brother that just got swung at. So I want to know what do y'all think about the situation? Do you think that first? Do you think that brother should have been arrested? He didn't ignite that. He came in and everything just blew up, whatever. You know, he didn't ignite that. You know, he's defending the people. You know, he's defending himself. He's defending other people. He's swinging. He's angry. All that stuff worked all in together. The mob frenzy that was going. Tell me, what do y'all think about that? Well, what are folks saying, Dr. Lady Raine?
I'm going to tell you what I think about it, because I'm going to be honest with you. This is really, really my first time, like, really looking at it. And I'm looking at it with no sound effects, no nothing. Yeah, people was talking about the chair, and I went and I Googled it, but I never really looked at the videos per se, because I'm like, what are people talking about this white chair? I went on the Listen If You Will talk show. They were talking about it, and I said to them, what happened? What did I miss? And they thought I was being facetious, but I wasn't. Then I went on to Nick and Shalanda's show, and they described a little bit of it, of what happened. And I was like, oh, okay. But to actually look at the videos, I'm just looking at the video. And I saw the guy with the chair, and I just saw him swinging. That was the first video I looked at, and I'm like, well, why this guy is swinging this chair, right? So I said, it got to be more to it. So I went, listen, guys, investigating, okay? Look, we got to investigate before we give our opinions, right? Like I was investigating, and Maharold wanted to say I was cheating, but I wasn't cheating. I was investigating. Anyway, so I went to the initial video, and I just saw the guy, and this is me just seeing it. I just saw the guy by the boat, and then I see a white guy come down and say something, and I see the guy pointing at the boat, right? And then I see another white guy come, and as he talking, I just saw hand movements. Then I saw another white guy just come and started swinging, and then the guy took his hat off and threw it up like it's on now. And then him and the guy initially was fighting. Then I saw a whole bunch of white people come and attack the guy. And then after that, that's when I saw guy swimming, to shore. He gets up, see another black guy come on, and then I just seen pandemonia. But one thing I got to say is this. This is what I got to say. All right? If you cannot fight, do not be jumping in, no fight. If you cannot fight, people were jumping in the fight and couldn't fight. I mean, just getting swinged off. I'm like, why are you jumping in? I see women jumping in. It's men fighting. Women, why are you jumping in the fight?
It's their indignity. They were mad. I mean, they weren't thinking like I can't fight. They're thinking like I gotta do something. I can't just stand by.
No, I'm not talking about our people. I'm not talking about us, because we was throwing the moms, We was laying hands and the chair, but we were laying hands. But I'm talking about the other people, even the first guy. If you gonna jump on somebody to fight, you better know how to fight.
You gotta know how to fight. No, I agree. If you're gonna attack somebody,
gonna be bad.
Right. I agree with that. If you're gonna attack somebody, you need to make sure you can handle yourself. Don't just attack somebody, because you get what you get. You get what you get. And they got what they got. I mean, I don't know if you saw their mug shots. They had black eyes. They was all busted up. They were like so up, and stuff. But you just the white privilege. And again, my brothers and sisters, my white brothers and sisters, I'm not apologizing, but my white brothers and sisters, I don't want you to think that this is these are hate statements. These are just reality statements.
No, you know what, Maharold? Wait.
So I'm not gonna apologize.
Wait a minute. I was getting ready to say, wait a minute, Maharold, because we as a people, we're angry, we're bitter. We should not have to apologize when you started it. Like, don't come
I agree.
to and it's like going to a dog and a sign is saying beware of dog, right?
I agree.
And you go and you antagonize the dog.
then you get what you get.
You get what you get.
But no. So I'm not apologizing. That's why I purposely say I'm not apologizing. But I just don't want what we say to. I don't want to be misconstrued as hate. It's fact.
It's defending ourselves.
Right. My white brothers and sisters, you gotta understand that, again, like I said in the opening, that we have our people have encoded in their DNA the anger, the resentment, the being our ancestors being held as slaves and then indentured servants and this country being built on our backs and the word I was trying to come when we start talking was white privilege. White privilege exists in our country. It is prevalent in our country. And so whereas white America has benefited from Black slavery, and I don't want to get into a couple of things, maybe get another conversation, but white America has benefited from Black slavery and Black abuse. And at every turn, they feel like they can still abuse us. They can still do what they want to do. And so this is just a byproduct of when you think you can do what you want to do, baby, slavery is over. Slavery is over. Regardless, we're not on the same level economically. We're not. Society-wise, we are not on the same level. Things may have gotten better, but things have not gotten where they need to be. But you know what? Slavery is over, baby. Slavery is over. And so if you think that Black people are going to take you being abusive to them verbally and physically, you saw that, Doc. We gotta, you jump us, you touch us, you hit us, all that comes forward, and we open up a fresh can of whoop tail on you. All right. It's not that we don't love God, but even Jesus wasn't a punk. Jesus went in there and he turned the money changers out. He said, this is a place of worship. You trying to make this a discount place, and you did the place of worship. And he turned the joint out, physically turned the joint out. So what do y'all think? Look in the comments, Lady Raine. I want to see what y'all think. Y'all gotta have some opinion about this.
Okay,
do y'all think that guy should have been?
As I'm looking in the comments, I want to say this, and this is why me, because there's like this thing that's over our heads as a people. I don't like confrontation. I don't like arguments. I don't like showing that other side, because there is this stigma that we are like, she's an angry Black woman, or we are angry, or we're, and when stuff like this happens, that's the first thing that they want to say. They want to say that we're angry. Not yes, that this man got jumped by a group of people and other people saw it and just came and defended him. Now they want to turn it into a race thing. And we got to come, from that. If you do something that ignites, and it could be white, Black, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Dominican, I don't care who you are. If you do something to incite something and it goes off, don't make it about a Black, white, or whomever. You know what I'm saying? It's reality.
It is. But see, there is still something about. You can say if this one's Hispanic with a Black person, or Asian with a Black person, or whatever, Mexican with a Black person, but there is still something. There's an innate anger when a white person does something to a Black person. Is there something? And you may say, and this is my opinion. I don't think. If there was a white dock master that came over and told them to move their boat, I don't think they would have reacted the same way. I think they probably said, "Look at this end coming over here telling me what to do with my boat." Don't they? And I think all that played into a part. I think if a white man came over there and told them, "Listen, move your boat. I'm the dock master. I'm the assistant dock master. I'm the captain of the ship or whatever, co-captain. Move your boat." They'd been like, "Okay, thank you, sir. We'll move our boat." But because this Black man came over there who was doing his job, it wasn't like he was minding somebody else's business. It wasn't even like he was just another person with a boat saying, "Don't, you can't park there." He was doing his job. And I think because it was a Black man that came to them, because I don't believe every issue is a race issue. But I really believe that because this black man gonna tell me I got a boat, this black man gonna tell me what to do. I got a boat, and you have a boat, you probably got a couple pieces of change because boats ain't cheap. You gonna tell me my part, and plus they have been drinking too. They have been drinking. So, I think that I think race did play a part in it. They felt like we can jump this black man. He by himself. We can jump him. But listen, here come the Marines. The black Marines came in. They came in from the land and they came in from the water. They came in. What did people say? I saw something that Tanisha said. She said black Aquaman. I know that dude was swimming. He's like, I'm coming. He coming across the water. He's like, nah. See, that's what I'm talking. That's my boy right there. He's like, I don't care. I'm swimming. And when you swim, you get tired. I'm coming. I got to cross the water. I'm coming. I got your back, brother. Hold on. I'm coming. That was my hero in the whole thing. Not the dude with the white chair, but the dude that was swimming trying to get there. Because he could have been sitting there on his boat yelling, but he got in the water, swam over there to help that brother out. You my hero, Black Aquaman. You my hero. Let me hear what the folks are saying. I can't see everybody's comments.
So I'm trying to show it now. And every time I try to show it, man, this here thing is showing it double. But anyway, this is what the people are saying. The people are saying, of course, you saw the one where Tanisha said, Black Aquaman. Look, don't get me started because there's probably going to be a show called Black Aquaman soon.
Yes.
Now, Shayna was saying the girl that jumped in and got banged up, and now she was covering her head like it was raining. My point exactly. You jumping in, right? It was men at first. Initially, it was men. Women start to jump in. You jump in, then the man starts swinging the chair, and now you covering your head. Come on. On the floor. And then want to play victim. Like that to me, those are signs of a narcissist. You jump and want to be bad, and now you're, no, he's hitting me.
It's
man.
raining black. It's raining black folk.
Eric said the swimmer was a 16-year-old kid that was swimming across. Man.
Aqualad.
Tanisha says the black cap and the white chair are our new symbols of black freedom. Come on.
That's right. That's right. He took that hat and said, "Woo, I ain't taking this no more." He had that hat to the wind. He was like, "It's home. Come on, bring it."
Listen, so Shayna says, I don't know if we should say this on there because they be trying to knock you out. But she said a certain person amped them up to believe that they can say and do what's in their hearts all along.
Girl, amen goes there 10 times over. Amen.
Then
Amen.
Nicole, good morning, Nicole. Nicole says, when we show what we may be passionate about as black people, we are called angry, black, male, or female. That is so true. And she says, we're not our ancestors.
But you know what? Yes, we are angry. Yes, we are angry because, we've had to build this society was built on the black backs of our ancestors. And we, again, like I said, we have not, our ancestors nor us have been treated as equals in this society. So yes, when they say you're angry black man, yes, we got anger. Yes, we do have anger issues, but they're not unwarranted anger issues. Mm-hmm. They're anger issues that are born from how we have been treated as a people brought from Africa all the way here and to be made slave, to be made property. Yes, we are angry. Sorry, it's built into our DNA to be angry. So I don't apologize for being angry. But again, like I said, when these things happen, it all that anger in our DNA explodes. It explodes. What I see somebody else wrote some stuff. What are people saying?
So Danita says, I don't condone violence. However, don't put your hands on anyone if you can't accept the consequences. We are living in 2023. We are matching energy.
We are matching energy. And see, and I understand that that turn the other cheek stuff, but we done ran out of cheeks decades ago. We ain't got no more cheeks. And so you're not going to be able, and it's about indignation. It's about disrespect, and I have friends who are of different nationalities, and I don't hate them because they're white or nothing because they're white or whatever. I try to take everybody for who they are face value. But I have a friend of mine that I work with, and I try to explain to him how white America has treated black people, because what they'll say? They say everything is all right now. You're not slaves anymore. Everything is all right now. You got businesses, stuff like that. But listen, you guys already have ancestral wealth, inherited wealth that were built on industries that our people have built. Do you know most of these? I would say most of the inventions that were created, that society has benefited from, were made by black people. That white people grabbed it and made it theirs. We were innovative, and we have so many inventions that we're gonna do a show about the inventions that black people have made. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put together something like that. But they say to you, we should be glad, we should be happy. We're not enslaved, we're working. No, we had to, as a people, struggle by the grace of God to get out the hole. Just because you released us from slavery in a land that was not ours, and all of a sudden we should be glad and thankful and everything is okay. No, everything is not okay. That's why and I said I didn't want to go talk about this, and I'm not, but I believe in reparations. I believe I believe in reparations. I don't know how that looks. And reparations are, when you pay people, their ancestor, their line of ancestry, for possibly what they would have made or something to show them, yes, we treated you unfairly, and here's a monetary compensation that can't really compensate for how we treat it, but there's something. So people that fight against reparations, I don't understand that. You built the darn country on our ancestors' back. How could you not think that you don't owe us anything but I'm sorry? Huh? Come on, stop playing. So what else? I'm sorry. What else? So folks saying?
Nicole is saying people are saying the black hat in the air was a call to all the black folks to come from everywhere, land and sea.
That was a signal.
Come on.
That was a bad signal. That was a bad signal. That was a bad signal.
That's what Eric said. That was the Batman.
Yeah.
Come on. It went away. That was the Batman symbol.
Yeah.
Then Kyle is saying what's crazy is we as black people have a right to be angry, but many times we actually try to work with all people and love everyone. Triggers such as physical violence by whites, especially with votes and entitlement and white privilege, is a recipe for disaster.
I agree. Everybody wants us to be calm and work stuff out. And then when we get angry, they call us names and they talk us, we're savages. See, we look how they acting and carry on. But we're often the peacemakers. We're often the ones that want to talk it through. Because to be honest, the only way racism changes is if we change the hearts of people. You can't beat people to be non-racist. You can't beat that into them. It's a change of the heart. And so we try to talk, like Kyle said, we're usually the ones like Martin Luther King. We try to talk it out. We try to get you to see, but there's some people will never see, unfortunately. Some people will never see. But again, if you respond to violence with us, it's on. And I saw somebody put it and said that the man with the chair should have been arrested. I kind of have mixed feelings about that because I think it was a melee and everything. I think that it just broke out, but they got him on film assaulting with a chair. So like I said, he got him on film, so they had to do something. They couldn't just let him go or whatever. And when they arrested these other people, I pray that he doesn't do any kind of time. I believe, if the memory serves me correctly, I think it was misdemeanor assault or something like that. But I have to look that up again. But I hope that he doesn't do any time for it or anything like that. But it is what it is. When you open up that can, listen, don't open up a can of Whooptail unless you can dispense it, because that can will be turned back to you. Hello, somebody. Hello. Am I talking right, Dr. Lady Raine?
Yeah, you're talking right.
Because I mean, you know, and you want to be peace. I would think that I would have tried to make peace, but when you don't know, once you're in the midst of that stuff, you don't know what they were saying. Like, so you can't really hear what they were saying. So you don't know what they were saying, you know, because you physically assaulting me, but you might be saying some stuff to me just making me angry too.
Right. So we don't know all that went down. One of the things,
know what they were saying.
One of the things, and I think we should make this the last comment before we go on our break, is one of the things that I will say, people, we got to do better. We got to watch not only because like I said, I didn't hear anything of the conversation. I just watched body language, right? You got to watch your tone when you're addressing people. The body language speaks louder than the words that come out of your mouth. But then if you're also spewing words out of your mouth, you can't expect people to now want to talk to you, to now want to reason with you, to now want to communicate with you, when everything about your whole mannerism spells confrontation.
Confrontation, that's right.
If you are confrontational, do not expect someone to want to communicate with that.
Right, because they're not. They're not. And again, lastly, like I said, you get what you ask for, you know. And a lot of times, the Bible says that a kind word turneth away wrath. You know, meaning if we just learn how to talk to one another and respect one another, a lot of these things wouldn't escalate. If you know, and we just have to learn how to love one another. We're on this planet together, and we need to learn how to get along together. Don't hate me because of the color of my skin. You know, I'm a human being just like you are, made in the image of God, just like you are. Let's learn how to love each other. Anger doesn't have to be the first resort. You know, disrespect does not have to be the first option. Let's learn how to love each other. But again, my white brothers and sisters, you have to understand the innate anger and the innate indignation that's built into our DNA from years and years and years of how white America has treated us. So yeah, I want you to understand that before you open your mouth and before you say something smart, before you think you can slap somebody and think you can walk away. I see people get spit on in videos. I saw somebody a white person spit on a black man, a black woman, and she walked away. What do you think was going to happen? You spat on a black woman. Do you think she's going to be like, oh, that was nasty? No, she grabbed that girl by the hair and proceeded to open up her head and open up her scalp. So white people, just understand that. Understand where we are. We understand where you are, understand where we are. All right. Dr. Lady Raine, yes. We're gonna take a break. We don't want you to go away because before we close out, you know, we got this fun part we do called the Bowl of Controversy, and I need y'all to stay on because I need y'all to type about this because we have a ball in this section. All right, we'll be right back with SELAH, the Maharold People's Junior Morning Show.
Are you the next great independent artist, but you're looking for a distribution opportunity? Well, sign with us at Praise.fm Music Distribution. Yes, the 2021 Stellar Award nominated Praise.fm can handle it all. We understand the narrow road leading to getting your music heard at the right time at the right place can be tough. So send your music and video files to fmpraise@gmail.com. That's fmprayz@gmail.com. Praise.fm Music Distribution, affiliated with Sony Music and the Orchard Distributors.
Come on.
My name is Maharold Peoples Jr. I'm the executive producer for MP2 Music Incorporated in Manassas, Virginia. I tend to have a heart for people who suffer from depression because I've suffered from that for years and years and years and years. And there's a song that I've written called I Threw in the Towel. And in the chorus it says, I threw in the towel. I wanted to give up, but Jesus said no. And the reason I wrote this song is because I had a time in my life where I considered committing suicide. I was having all kinds of problems in my life, and I was overwhelmed. and I stood on the roof of a building that I worked at. And I wanted to take my life. I stood on that roof and I almost stepped off until God threw the towel at me and said, hey, listen, don't give up. Don't.
My God, y'all praise him right there.
The Bowl of Controversy.
Hey, welcome back to SELAH, the Maharold Peoples Jr. Morning Show, along with Dr. Lady Raine and your boy Maharold Peoples Jr. Listen, this is the time where we have a little fun, so get your fingers ready. We pull from our bowl of controversy, and we just kind of throw little blurbs and little comments about whatever it is, or answer the question, or whatever may be in the bowl of controversy. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Get your fingers ready. All right, Lady Raine.
The Bowl of Controversy. The Bowl of Controversy.
Alrighty, here we are. We got the bowl of controversy. And the topic for today is, can you see?
Prayer in schools.
Prayer in schools. What do y'all think about prayer in school? Maharold?
What do y'all think? What do you think about prayer in schools? I just know that I realize there's a correlation. When they took prayer out of school, I think that it's a byproduct of the fact that man has systematically tried to extricate God from society. So they've tried to remove God from everything. So you figure if we remove them from the schools where the kids are in their formative years, if we can remove God from schools, it'll be easy to put other things inside our kids. So I grew up with prayer in school, and I think that it's needed. As you see kids coming to school now with guns, killing the teachers and shooting up other fellow students. Why do we want to take something positive out? Okay, if your kid doesn't want to pray, let them sit there and they don't have to pray. But why would we take something so positive, so powerful out of school? I think prayer should be in the schools. What do y'all think?
Eric is saying should have never left the school. Look where society is now. I think it's a repercussion because now, if we never would have took prayer out of school, maybe it would have stayed an important factor in society. But there's no prayer at home either. So if you have prayer in school and it's not at home, will it be as effective as it was back in the day, when there was prayer in home and in school? I don't know. With the way that society is, we need to think about that, because and I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna say it because I'm an educator. A lot of people feel like school should be the place where we train your children, when some of the training needs to come from home. Like, we should not be the parent. We should not be the therapist. We should not be the babysitter, right?
Right.
We should not set up how your home life should be in a school environment. A school environment is really a place of learning. So I look, it has to work both ways.
What did Nadia say? I saw Nadia said something.
Yes, she said, what type of prayer? A Christian prayer only? All aren't Christians. See, again, Nadia, school should be a reflection of home. School should not be in place of the home. So, I don't know.
Well, if you're gonna have prayer, and I understand Nadia's point. If you're gonna have prayer, I understand, and I got that too. If you may have children who are Muslim, you may have children who are Christian, I believe you know, with the exception of Satanism,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have a problem with them having prayer in school in terms of, you know, the Muslim kids can have prayer. Christian, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I think that shouldn't be inflicted that everybody has to pray Christian prayer. You know, and you're not a Christian. You know, it's like saying I gotta pray like a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to me. So I think there should be some diversity. But I just think that spirit of prayer should be in there. Who else got in there?
So I want to say this, and I remember this from my days of school. I remember every Wednesday, and I want to believe at 12-ish, a certain group of people left school to go to their house of worship, and they called it release time. You don't remember that, Maharold? Release time, where Catholics left and they went to their house of worship, and then they had release time. So maybe having that, so that students would know that in addition to learning your mind, your spirit man needs to learn as well. So I do believe that maybe we should incorporate spiritual training into education. Now, how that may look may vary. You know, that like we have different clubs, right? And you have club time. And so you have, if you're playing basketball, you go to basketball. If you have psychology, you go to the psychology club. If you're an educator, you go to the educators club. Why not have that for spirituality as well? Because I feel that we're losing our spirit. We're losing our spirit. I think, is not trained.
Yeah, I believe. I know locally, they had start really trying. I don't know if they successful. They were trying to do with Christian clubs in the school, but they had clubs for transgender and LGBTQ clubs. But you want to take God out of this equation. So
and add all these other things.
Read some of the comments, and we're gonna pull from the bowl again. Read some of the comments there.
So Roberta said, no, let me go back to the beginning. Okay, Nadia said we can pray in school on our own. Pray at home, church, on the streets. Exactly. That's exactly. Shayna says Christians don't know our rights, so we go along with what the people say. Other religions know their rights and enforce them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nicole said this generation no longer take their children to church. Sad. And Roberta says it's a nice idea. The only issue with that is that they would have to allow everyone to pray to their own gods, including the Satanists. Gwen says
that definitely presents a conundrum. Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's good. That's fine. Gwen says I agree. It starts at home. Nadia says when are all these different prayers going to go on through? I need them teachers teaching and the kids learning the relevant subjects. I agree with that. You know, we have to make certain places responsible for certain things. Like school is a place of education. Right, you go to the gym to work out. You go to Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, whatever, to work out. You go to church to have church. You go to the shopping store to get your groceries. You know, there's different places. You go to the mall to go shopping for clothes, you know. So I could see that, you know, that I could see that, Nadia. I really do, especially as a teacher. Like, I can't be all to all. My role is to teach your child. My role is not to discipline your child. My role is not to feed your child. My role is not to counsel your child. But people expect me to do all of these things, and that's not my role.
Yeah. I think, and we're gonna move on after this. But I think that the school is a place of learning. They're supposed to learn like all of the technical skills that they have to learn to read, write, mathematics, social studies, history. They need to learn all of that to function in society. And so we can't confuse the two. You know, we can't make schools a religious place because it's not. It's a place of learning. But I still think that even if you say, okay, well, let's have a silent word, let's have a silent word of prayer to whatever, you know, and everybody just be quiet, you know, just something, a sense of that there is a higher being, you know, force of good in this world that we instill in the kids. I think that wouldn't hurt. But school is a learning institution. It's not a church. It starts, like Gwen said, it starts at home. Teach your kids at home, then they'll, whatever they learn at home or don't learn at home will be carried out in school. All right, pull again from
The Bowl of Controversy.
Alrighty.
Got one more for you.
Now this is funny. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna show it to Maharold. He may not be able to read it because it's a lot. And then I'm gonna bring it on up to everybody else. But I'm gonna read it. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy.
Remember I told you some of these topics are kind of crazy and funny. So
if you are among friends and you pass gas, should you own it, apologize, play innocent, and walk away? Come on, I know this has happened to the majority of you folks, especially you pass one and it's wet and juicy and it smells. You'll be like, "Ooh, who did that?" And you know it was you. Come on now, come on, somebody.
Oh, first of all, I don't pass gas. That's number one. Number two.
Man, I need them sound effects. Wah, wah, wah.
No. So should you walk away? Should you own it? You know, I mean, for real, what would y'all do? I mean, would y'all? I don't know. It depends. I guess maybe it depends if somebody heard it, because you know, and if someone smelled it, you know, if you're amongst friends, you be like, listen, yo, that my bad. Whoa, it may not have reached you yet, but give it a second. You know, but I don't usually do that in mixed company anyway, but I would imagine that like you'd be embarrassed, especially if it's one of the ones that like just light up, like just burn the hair off your eyebrows type one and burn your beard off type one, like woo, what?
So I gotta say, we gotta talk about what type, okay? Because those silent ones are the smelly ones, but then you have those loud ones where you can't help but say,
own it.
I apologize, because especially it depends on if it's you and another person.
Listen, just own it. What I see somebody else. What somebody wrote on there? I saw Danita and Eric write something on there.
Oh my goodness! So Tanisha says, own it only if it makes a sound. Nadia says, own it only if others notice.
Right, exactly.
Eric said, I own it. It's better out than in. I'll say, excuse me. Lord. Danita, absolutely. Own it and apologize. Roberta says, you own it and apologize, but if you feel it coming, go excuse yourself and handle that. So you be like, hold, and you just be running. Excuse me. It just be, you know how you in church, you put up that finger and hope it don't come out as you run it.
Right.
Let me see. What was it? It was this TV show, and I know it was a TV show, but it was I think it was Kingdom Come, where the pastor, I guess him and his wife went to Mexico, and they ate Mexican food or something for their anniversary, and he was doing the eulogy for a prayer, and people were talking, and he was up there. You could see he was just up there like kind of holding it, and he was like, excuse me, and as he was running out, you just heard as he was running. So you better hope as you run it and you say it, excuse me, that sound don't come out. But
Listen, I'm with Nadia and Tanisha. I'll be like, what is like? Just you just matter of fact, you ain't gotta say that. Just get that look on your face, like in other words, like if you do it, get that look on your face, like you don't want to say nothing, but go like this. Just start looking around.
Eric, you better shut up. Eric said, Lord, Dr. Raine is breaking the topic down. Look.
Listen, y'all own.
This is
own
called life. This is called life, okay?
Own up.
Shoot.
But listen, seriously though, it's the rare occasions if you pop one out, and it's one of them ones that I agree with somebody saying, man, own up to it. But then he said, own up to it, and because she said, I would definitely call you out. Danita said she definitely call you out, especially in her friend group. So she said you won't let that down for at least a week. But if it's one of them terrible ones that you don't want to own up to it, I'm serious. You be like,
silent ones, the dead
them ones that it's them ones that you know you just killed your own self. you like, dang, God, fuck. I ain't telling nobody what. You start smelling like, you be like, looking like this. Somebody, is there somebody else?
Nadia, wait, Nadia, you was just on my side. Nadia said Eric Jones laughing out loud. She want to go into types.
Right, she want to break it in. There's the meat. There's the meat gas. Gas is generated by eating meat. There's the gas that's generated by eating beans. Which gas is the most stinkiest gas? We're gonna break it down by molecules.
Oh, yeah, Shayna, it was Cedric. That was Cedric in that movie. And I think it was Kingdom Come. I think Whoopi Goldberg was in it, LL Cool J was in it, Vivica Fox was in it, Anthony Anderson was in it, and I think it was when their dad died and they was actually at the service. Jada Pinkett was in it. Look, that movie's starting to come to me. I tell y'all.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me give you a piece of gas advice. Okay,
oh,
listen.
Lord.
If you go past gas, let's say you walk away. I know, like what's this, like Roberta said, you walk away and you do what you gotta do, but make sure you stay away long enough for it to leave your presence. Cause see, you walk away like and then you come right back. It hasn't really got out your pants. It ain't really released out from under you, and so you think you let it go there, but you done brought it back with you, and then all of a sudden now it's being released. And you're going like, oh my God! If you're going to walk away for a minute. All right, walk away for a minute. Now he said, eat fruits and vegetables, so it smells pleasant at least.
Shayna said there's levels to this.
there are levels. Because if you eat some beef, or you eat some chili or something like that, it's not gonna be pleasant. It's not gonna be pleasant. Real talk. All right, listen. We got one more, and we gotta leave you. One more.
We got one more? Okay.
One more.
The bowl of controversy.
You ever rush it right? That thing follows you. You be like, get away from me. Get away, get away. Okay. Wine or grape juice
for communion.
What's your vote? Just give me your vote. Wine or grape juice?
Let me tell y'all, okay? And shut up, Eric and the Nadias and everybody that's talking about I break things down. But I remember in church, Victory Baptist Church, right? The kids would always wait for after communion to get the leftovers.
Get your juice.
And we drunk that. It was the Maharold's grape juice. It was juice. It wasn't wine.
We talked about it on the show before. It was that Maharold's or it was Welch's grape juice. It was Welch's, like the purple juice.
The one that makes your teeth look all purple after you finish drinking it. You got purple teeth.
Good stuff.
Nah,
What do y'all
Eric, it
think?
wasn't Death at a Funeral. I think it was Kingdom Come. I'm gonna look it up. I think it was Kingdom Come.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think they should serve wine?
Eric said wine. Look, you could tell by the responses the characters of people.
Somebody said, I think they should serve bourbon. I think there should be bourbon in communion. I think there should be whiskey shots. Because I would stay in church longer if I know at the end of service they're going to be whiskey shots at the end of service. I'll stay all the way to the end of service then.
Shayna says, stick with the Welches. The AA folks are going to backslide. That's true. That's true.
Listen, if they're going to backslide off a drop of wine, they ain't left. Ain't nothing to slide back to. They ain't left. if that much wine,
look. Now Nadia, she wants to be the Bible scholar. What was it biblically? What did they drink during Bible times?
Was it Kool-Aid? No. Was it Welch's? No. Was it Was it Manischewitz? What was it? It was wine, and it was the real wine. You know what? They probably didn't drink them little cups like we drank in communion. Them little shot. Those are a little smaller than shot glasses.
Nah, they had glasses like this. Look.
Yeah.
They had these type of glasses.
They were like, we gonna have church.
We gonna have church.
We gonna have church. Oh, we gonna have church.
And I don't know if it was all fancy, but I guarantee you it was this size right here. Now don't y'all be asking me why I got this type of glass on the side of me. That's because
not only that, they probably got seconds. They probably listen. I need to remember again. Give me another glass of that wine. That was. And what was Jesus' miracle in Cana? He turned
water into wine.
He didn't turn water into Kool-Aid. He didn't turn water into grape juice. He was like, Jesus said, if this party is gonna be jumping, in order for the folk not to be fussing, I need to make some wine.
Nadia said it was top shelf. Jesus made it.
Jesus made it. It was the best. It was this is vintage Jesus. This is some vintage Jesus right here.
Jesus made this. Shayna said, I believe their wine was better than these.
Oh yeah.
And then Eric said them priests drink all the time.
Yeah, they were drunk. Some of the priests, the Bible shows they were drunk. But they had the wine. They had the wine. Them people was in there stomping on their wine. That was like they had wine and toe jam mixed in and stuff. They had that real wine back then.
Kyle says Welch's grape juice. Danita says grape juice unless it's a sweet red wine.
If it's a sweet grape, so she's saying that there's a sweet. If it's a sweet, it's a sweet. What she said? If it's a sweet grape wine, that she said.
Yeah.
If it's a sweet grape wine, yeah. Okay, that could take the place of the juice. Okay. Y'all funny. Y'all are funny. Me, my vote is for wine. You know, not because I'm an alcoholic, because I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with a little wine. Even Paul said wine is good for your stomach too. That's what Paul said. Wine is good for your tummy. All right. Let me see. Yes, China. Toe jam. Yep.
What? Oh Lord.
That's right. Toe jam. That was that good wine. That's what made the wine taste good back in the day. Because people was in the vats stomping the wine in the wine press. No. But anyway, hey, that was fun, yo. I enjoyed that with you guys. Thank you for being real, for being fun. But listen, we're gonna take a break and before we close, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna be right back. You listening to SELAH, the Maharold People's Junior Morning Show, along with Dr. Lady Raine. We'll be back in one moment.
Are you interested in continuing your education, certificate, or degree that will prepare you in the ministry and equip you in the marketplace? Come make Christ Central University your home. Visit us at www.myccu.online.
Greetings, I am Dr. Lanice Bias, and I have a special invitation for you. Purposely Created Women is hosting their annual Women's Conference September 1st through the 2nd, 2023 at the Westin Tempe Hotel in Tempe, Arizona. We would love to have you join us. The theme for this year is Purposely Created to Proclaim. Together, we'll explore this through thought-provoking talks, thought-provoking workshops, and moments of heartfelt worship. We hope and pray that we will see you at this historic Women's Conference. Get ready, get ready, get ready to be blessed beyond measure.
Register at www.cherryhartsfield.com.
You're listening to SELAH, the Maharold People's Junior Morning Show on Praise.fm.
Hey guys, I'm sure you saw those 2 commercial breaks. I do want to remind the people that Christ Central University, man, we are doing great things this semester. We have intro to the published authors class. I am writing my textbook for Christian life and career management coach. We have an author who has published her book last semester, and we have 2 more books that is in the making now. So come and join us if you want to learn how to be a published author. We also have the life coach certification. My goodness, we're having a great time in that class, and we have our bachelor's and master's program. And right now, the class that everyone is taking is the intro to pastoral psychotherapy. So if you would like to get your degree, whether it's a bachelor's, master's, or a PhD in clinical chaplaincy and or pastoral psychotherapy, come look us up. If you want to get a degree and learn how to be an innovative Christian leader, come and look us up. And if you just want to get a certification, you want to write that book, or you want to be certified as a chaplain, or you want to be certified as a life coach, come on and look us up at myccu.online. And before I turn it over to Maharold, I want to remind everyone, if you are in the Phoenix area, you saw the commercial with Sister Baez. Well, she is the mother of the basketball or athlete who passed out and died on the court. Everyone, if you remember the story of Lynn Bias, well, she's going to be the guest speaker here in Tempe, Arizona for a workshop called Purposely Created to Proclaim. And it is geared toward proclaiming liberty and victory in your life. So you can register for that event at www.cherry, and that's spelled Chery, and I think it's Sherry, Chery Hartsfield.com, and you'll see it in our comments. So last note, if you have an event, you have a business, a brand that you would like to advertise here on SELAH, the Maharold People Junior Morning Show, and on Praise.fm, just let me know and let's get those sponsorships in. We're getting ready to go terrestrial. That's right. The Raine and Star Show will begin airing in Atlanta on 105.5. And we need them sponsorships, y'all. So come on and support us here at Praise.fm.
Thank you, Lady Raine. You guys, thank you so much for being on the show today, and joining us today. I'm hoping, I can't promise yet but I'll give you a little peek. I don't know if you read a story about a lady who was just found guilty of I think it was misdemeanor assault. She was a nurse, and somebody had one of her coworkers who didn't like her touched her, and I think she hauled off and let her have it. But anyway, took her to court and found her guilty. And I think I'm trying to get her on the show to tell her story. And I'm in talks with her. Her name is Sybil Garbo, and I'm trying to get her on the show. And so I'm hoping next week we'll be able to tell her story on the show. Let's also, I see Eric said, don't forget about the Bahamas and the Spin Awards in the Bahamas. What's that, Lady Raine?
So we met up with an organization in the Bahamas. So we're getting ready to start Praise Fest in the Bahamas. Is going to be the weekend of Thanksgiving. That's December 2nd. We are looking for independent artists to come and join us for that. We're also planning Praise Fest in New Orleans. So yeah, we're doing great things with Praise Fest. And we're on our way to the Spin Awards in Atlanta in October. So make sure you get your tickets to the Spin Awards in Atlanta. Thank you, Mr. Production Director of Praise.fm, Mr. Eric Jones.
He's staying on his game.
He's staying on his game.
Listen, y'all, and don't forget, I really would love your support. Our links are in the opening. But remember mp2music.com. Remember Harlem Boy. I have a line of sneakers at Harlem Boy. Please order you some stuff from Harlem Boy. Go to my website. Go to my store. Also my book, When Things Don't Change. I would love for you to be able to get a copy of that. I promise you it'll be a blessing to you. So we need your support. So come on, don't just listen and comment. Buy something. Buy a book, buy a pair of sneakers, buy a t-shirt. I got a bunch. Let's see this hat right here. You too can have this wonderful hat. Just go to my website, mp2music.com. Go to the music store. All right, Lady Raine. Yes. How you gonna take us out?
Of course, I'm taking you out with I Threw in the Towel, guys. Make sure you
That's
purchase, not just download, but purchase I Threw in the Towel, distributed by Praise FM Sony Orchard Music, and it's featuring Callie Day, Tynette Daniels, and Mo Horns with background singers. Is on Shayna Snake.
I got my sing. That's why I got my background singers on here. So I need your support, y'all. Go ahead, like Lady Raine say. Come on, y'all, support me and download. Go ahead and purchase my single. Don't just stream it, but purchase it. Purchase it and download it. Purchase it and just give us your support. All right, thank you again. We're gonna see you next week here on Praise.fm, SELAH, the Maharold People Junior Morning Show. And I just thank you for coming and starting your week off with us. Don't forget, Maharold's 4 weeks of fitness. Join my Facebook page, my Facebook group.
Maharold. One more thing before we go.
You're joining. Yes, you're joining.
No.
Yes.
We have what was in your cup. We have chai tea, and we also have weight loss tea.
Wrong.
All right, guys. Nobody won this week. Those were the only two.
Nobody won, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you now, though. I'm gonna tell you. I had noni fruit tea.
What?
Noni, Noni. I knew nobody was gonna get that one. So y'all missed your $20. I would go. Y'all gonna. That's why I tell you. I said, if y'all guess this one, y'all gonna get double. I gave Curtis 10. You gonna get 20 if you guess noni tea. But you didn't, so we'll try again next week. Ha ha ha. Somebody said, Kyle said cranberry. Nope. Nope. Noni tea. Sorry, guys. Noni tea. All right, Lady Raine, take us on out. Thank you again.
All right, guys. You guys
we see you guys next week. Listen to my song.
Has God ever saved you from yourself? Huh? Yeah. This is my testimony. I threw in the towel, but God threw it back at me. Sing, Callie Day.
I was ready to die, thinking I had nothing left to live for. Ending my life was the fastest remedy. Couldn't take any more. No.
But Jesus said no.
But Jesus said no. No.
Ready to take my life, Jesus said no.
He said no.
No. This is what I did. Listen.
I threw in the towel. Yes, I did. I threw it in, but God, He threw it back at me.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, He did. Thank you, Lord. I threw in the towel.
I wanted to give up.
I wanted to give up, but Jesus said no.
Said nah.
No. no, no, no.
Not gonna happen.
He said no.
No.
No, 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 no.
Y'all help me sing this.
Threw in the town.
Hallelujah.
Yes, I did.
Glory.
Threw it in, but God, he threw it back at me. Yes, he did. He threw it right back at me. I threw in the towel. I threw in the towel.
I wanted to give up, y'all.
But Jesus said no.
No.
Mary's baby said no.
No.
Oh, I threw in the towel.
My God, y'all to praise him right there.
I threw it in, my God, he threw it back at me. He threw it right back at me, yes he did. I threw in the towel. I wanted to give up.
He wouldn't give up on me. He said no.
He said no.
No.
You know he said no.
No.
Oh.
Here we go.
All I gotta do is hold on.
This song is for somebody that's ready to let go. God wants you to hold on.
He said my grace is enough. Yeah.
God's grace is enough. Hold on. My brother, my sister, hold on. Come on, y'all. Let's sing this. Come on, Calvin. Sing it.
There's so much to live for. So much to live
Yeah.
for. Hold on.
Did you hear what she said? You got so much to live for.
There's so much to live for.
Yeah, my brother.
So much to live
Yeah, my sister.
Hold on. Hold on.
Come on, y'all.
You got so much to live for. Yes, there is so much to live for. Oh, I said you got so much to live for.
Yeah.
So much to live for.
Yeah. Come on, sing it.
Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you. Hold on, yeah.
Don't you give up. Somebody needs you.
Somebody needs you. Somebody.
Tanya Daniels. Come on here. Sing this with us. Anybody feel like praying?
You are tuned in to that praisey station, Praise.fm, where we get our praise on. 24 hours, 7